It's time for the Nate Hawkins Show. Learn all about Heritage Hills basketball straight from the coach. The Nate Hawkins Show, exclusively on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.
Want to know what I like best about playing basketball for my high school? I like it because it's a place where my friends get to see me play. I like it because I'm playing for someone besides myself. I'm playing for everybody in my school and every person in my community.
Indiana high school sports. They're more than just a game.
Come and see me play.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
And welcome to this week's Nate Hawkins Show. Coach, last week you played in the PSD tournament, and which you won over Gordon Central. Why don't you recap that for us?
Well, I think the biggest thing, Joe, was I think you've seen where our kids are just continuing to get better and better. I thought we came out of the gates there in our first game there on Wednesday against Vincennes Lincoln, and just really played really well, especially on the defensive end of the floor. Held them scoreless in the first quarter, and it just continued to get stronger as the game went on, and then was able to run in a lot of guys. We played everybody on our bench that night. Got 11 guys on the floor. Everybody contributed positively, and those are the things that we like to see, obviously, as a coach, and for our team to continue to get better. But so played really well in that Vincennes game. Ended up winning, I think, 65-41. And then had to turn it around pretty quick, and we had a really good Boomville team in that semifinal game, and they came out, shot the lights out of it, and our kids hung in there. I mean, when you thought that we should have been down by a lot more, looked up at halftime and we were only down 10. Really played well on the defensive end of the floor in the second half, especially in that third quarter. Cut it from being down 10 to down 1, and then the fourth quarter was just kind of back and forth. Two really good basketball teams competing really hard, and come all the way down to the very last play, 3.4 seconds to go, our ball out on the side, call timeout, drew something up, kids executed perfectly, and then we got the ball to Trent, and like he does, and he went out, he made a play, and hit a really tough shot for the game winner. And we advanced into the final there on Friday against Gordon Central, a team we had played last year in the final, and they got us last year. But this year we were able to jump on them, and then we just kind of hung in there. They made some big runs in the second half. Never lost the lead. They tied it up a couple times, but our kids, every time they tied it up, our kids made some big time plays, and we were able to ice it at the free throw line, hit just enough free throws down the stretch to win that championship game by 4 points. So needless to say, I'm really proud of the progress that our kids are making, Joe. And it was a really good week for the Patriots, and something that I think all the Patriots are going to be really proud of them.
And, looking at your roster, I was looking at it the other day, and I come to realize one thing. You have two dads that went to Southhurst that I was unable to talk into play football.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You did tell me that. I don't know if you didn't talk to them hard enough or what happened, Joe. But I do have them on our team, and we're really happy that they are on our basketball team because both of them are really good kids, working really hard. And, as you've seen, Jake has really grown. He got a big-time bucket in that Corden Central game. I think he maybe played 7-8 minutes, but he really contributed positively in that game. And then and your other guy that we were talking about is Houston, and Houston's continuing to get better. Got him a big time and one in that Vincennes Lincoln game, and has been playing really well in practice and really pushing our varsity kids. And that's what we like to see. So, I think like all of our other guys and those two, they're just continuing to get better. They're working really hard, and, it's just fun to be around this group.
And I'll tell you, looking at your roster, too, other than Lashley and Brettlinger, there's going to be a lot of names that are going to be around for a couple of years.
Yeah, this is a young basketball team. And I talked to you about that a while back. We've got one junior, 5 sophomores, and then 2 freshmen, along with those 3 seniors that are playing for us. And our seniors I can't say enough about those guys and what they've done for our program and what they've meant. They've been great leaders. They've led by example, but they're also being very vocal. I said our younger kids are just they're just absorbing everything that they give them. And they just followed their lead. And that's what you got to have out of your seniors. Those guys have just done a remarkable job. I told them after we won that PSC championship just how proud I am of all of them. And I said, you seniors, you guys deserve that. Go up there and get that trophy and celebrate with your team because you guys have earned this. And we'll have some familiar names around for a while in our program, but just proud of all of our kids right now, and most importantly, just the improvements, their willingness to be coached. They want to be pushed to be the best that they can be, and I think as a coach, that's just what makes it so enjoyable and so much fun being around them.
And I'll tell you what, I did mention Brettlinger and Lashley, and I apologize. I forgot Marcus Becker, and I don't know how I could forget Marcus Becker because the Becker's been Marcus.
And Marcus has been a guy. He started for us all last year. We've seen some areas in his game that he's really improved. Right now he's kind of come out of the gate struggling a little bit with his shot. But he's going to find it. He's right there. Even on the shots that are not dropping for him right now, they're right there. And I just told him, I said, those are going to go. He's a big time shooter. He had one game against Perry Central earlier in the year where he hit 4 threes. But I think you're going to see that again coming real soon because he's a dead eye shooter and he's going to get some opportunities and we know he's going to cash them in. So we're really proud about the progress that Marcus has made for us too. Along with Charlie and Pierce just being the leader that they are. I think Charlie's become, he's kind of became that defender for us that we really needed. He's done a really nice job, kind of taking away the other team's best guard. Last year in that Corden Central game, the Fessel kid really caused us to miss, and Charlie held it 10 points in that championship game, and was a big reason that we were able to win that championship.
And you're listening to the Nate Hawkins Show on South Indiana Sports Network, powered by the Bros for Communications. We'll be back right after these messages from our sponsors.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and... Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
And welcome back to the Nate Hawkins Show. And we're joined by 6th grade basketball coach of the Heritage Hills Patriots, Grant Lashley. Grant, how you doing today?
Good, Joe. How are you doing?
Doing real good. The name Lashley is known at Heritage Hills for quite a while, and and I remember when you played. And why don't you tell us a little bit about what's been going on with Grant Lashley since your playing days were over?
Yeah. I've been going to school at USI. I'm finishing up my 4th and final year, and I'm about to get an accounting degree in the spring. And then, I've been coaching 6th grade basketball for the last 3 years for Heritage Hills, along with Caden Kratzer.
And the one thing that the coach told me is, as you're very involved with your kids, and I said that kind of reminds me of his dad, Pete.
Yeah, I think growing up, he always said that he had his coaching hat and a dad hat, but I got a pretty good mix of coach and dad at the same time, and I think it's had a pretty good effect on me as far as how I coach. I just take a lot of the stuff that I've seen him do with other kids, with me, with my siblings, and I've just been able to take that, and it just comes natural, I guess.
And you're the 6th grade coach, and how's 6th grade been going this year?
Pretty good. We're 6-2 on the year, and we had some tight losses against Jasper and Holy Trinity to start the year, but these last couple games we've looked really good on the offense. Our sets are looking really clean. Our defense has looked good all year, and so we got some really talented kids that make it pretty easy to coach them too.
And and it seems like Heritage Hills has a lot of young kids coming up through the ranks. So I think Heritage Hills basketball is going to be here to stay for a long time.
Yeah, I think so too. I think if you look through the years, Heritage Hills is the lower program. We've always had just a lot of kids coming through year after year, and I feel like our 6th grade, our 7th grade, and 8th grade, we've done a pretty good job at keeping the kids interested, keeping the kids there, because the more numbers you have, the more opportunities you have to see what kids can turn into as they become freshmen, JV, and varsity players.
And this week the varsity has Gibson Southern coming to town on Friday night. Do you know much about Gibson Southern?
If they're any Gibson Southern team that I've seen before, it's going to be physical. They're going to slow the ball down. They're going to try to beat you up inside. But Gibson Southern was always one of those teams where, it didn't matter talent-wise what it matched up to be, because they would find a way to grind it down and make it as much of a barn burner as they could.
And I forgot to mention this earlier. I said a lot of young kids, and what's your future games coming up?
We're playing Southridge. We got Southridge on Thursday, and then Monday, Tuesday, we're playing South Spencer and Tell City, and then not too far after that, we got our own Heritage Hills tournament coming up on January 28th. So we're pretty packed for the month of January on games this month.
Well, Grant, good luck, and let's go win some trophies.
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do. Thanks, Joe.
And you listen to the Nate Hawkins Show on Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brothers Communications. We'll be back right after these messages to our sponsors.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
Do you have old videotapes and films sitting around your house? Let Milligan Communications convert them to DVD for you. VHS, VHS-C, 8mm, or Beta. If they are videotapes, Milligan Communications can do them all. They can also convert 8mm, Super 8, and 16mm film. DVDs would make a great Christmas gift. Call Milligan Communications today, 812-630-2449 for more information.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and...
And welcome back to the Nate Hawkins Show. Coach, I'll tell you what, talking to Grant Lashley, talked to fifth grade coach last week, and, you got some really good coaches in the younger grade.
Joe, we really do. And, Grant was a kid that played, he played for me, he graduated in 2019, loves the game. He was a great teammate, a great player for us back whenever he was around. But, the one thing I always told him all the time when he was coming through the program, I'm like, Grant, you're going to become a great coach someday. And he loves it. He loves being around those kids. If you ever want to, see somebody that really is invested in the kids and the way that he coaches them, go to watch one of our sixth grade games. Those kids bring so much energy. They're having so much fun, and just continuing to get better and better every time out. So we're really happy to have Grant down there at the sixth grade level. And I think Grant's a kid that he keeps working. He wants to work his way up through the ranks and coach for a while if it will allow him when he gets done with school and whatever his profession is that he ends up going into. But so yeah, we're real happy with all of our coaches. I mean, we're very fortunate and very blessed here at Heritage Hills to have the quality of coaches that we do. But yeah, it's been really good, and those guys are doing a great job down there.
And you said Grant's very invested in his players. I think that he might take after his dad, Pete.
And you're exactly right. And then when you talk about Pete, who is a guy that's been around our program forever, he's still in our program doing our stats, really close to the program, loves our kids. And as you said, he's invested in our kids. He loves our kids at Heritage Hills and always there to help them whenever they need. And that's, that's the culture that we want. That's what we build. And we're very proud and very happy to have both of them here.
And, this week you guys take on Gibson Southern on Friday night at home. And why don't you preview that game for us?
Yeah, well, we got to step into the conference a little bit here. We've had 2 conference games at this point, which we won both of those, North Posey and Mount Vernon on the road. We finally get a home conference game against Gibson Southern. Gibson has just got a win there last night against Bar Reeve. Our kids are going to have to be ready to go. I mean, Gibson Southern is always very well prepared. They run their stuff very well. Don't take bad shots. Make you guard. We've really got to get the game into the tempo that we want to play, and if we can do that, I think we can have some success. But a lot easier said than done. I mean, we're going to have to make sure we get some stops, and then try to get out in transition and make them kind of play the way we want to play. But again, I mean, they've got a couple good guards. The Spindler kid and Lamb kid, both seniors, can really play, can really shoot it. We're going to have to identify them. You know, we'll be ready to go. Of course, you know, we know that every game presents its own challenges, and Gibson Southern can present a challenge to us coming into our place. And our kids are going to have to be very locked in on the defensive end and understand the scouting reports in order to go get a win.
Well, Coach, good luck this week against Gibson Southern.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe, and as always, it's been fun getting on the air with you again and talking a little bit about our guys and our coaches and everyone, and we look forward to talking to you again next week.
You've been listening to the Nate Hawkins Show on the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Logan Brothers for Communications. We'll see you next week.
You've been listening to the Nate Hawkins Show. Learn about Heritage Hills basketball every week. The Nate Hawkins Show, exclusively on Southwestern Indiana Sports Network.